जी, the coordinates of a point. Let's suppose an plane axis like x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Let's P be the point in the space anywhere. Okay. Now let the planes passing through the P parallel to the coordinate planes y, z, x, z, x, x, y planes intersect the coordinate axes x, y, z respectively in A, B, C. So firstly, we have to take the plane which passes through the P parallel to the y, z plane meets x axis at A. Now next plane that is passing through the point P and parallel to the z-x planes meets y-axis at B. Now let's the next plane. Next plane is P parallel to the xy plane and meets the z-axis at point C. Okay. Now, let x, y, z be the real numbers such that OA is equal to x, OB is equal to y and OC is equal to z. The signs of x, y, z are positive or negative according to the ABC lies on the positive or negative direction of the axis. Then the real numbers x, y, z taken in the order are called the coordinates of P with respect to O, x, y, z. And we write the coordinates of P as ordered period, that is x, y and z. Now, if P, x, y, z is a point in the space, then x is called the x coordinate of P, y is called the y coordinate of P and z is called the z coordinate of P. Now, what is note about that? Note is every point in the space determine these real numbers x, y, z coordinates and every triad is a real numbers. जितने भी हमारे triads होंगे they are the real numbers determine a point in the space. Now let's x o x dash, y o y dash, z o z dash be the point axis. Okay. Now let's P be a point x, y, z. Now it is D, E and F are the points. Next they have the B, A and C point. Now meet that all points. Then what should we get? Let x, y, z be the point in the space. Then we note that x o x dash, y o y dash and z o z dash, we get the points 1, 2, 3 on the x-axis, on the y-axis, on the z-axis. Now, if P lies in the xy plane, which is this shaded area. So, just take the point P here, P and 3. So, the value of x is 3 and the value of y is 3. Now, what about the z-axis? Because we are doing the three-dimensional coordinate system. So, what about the z? Z coordinate is equal to obviously 0. If we have the plane xy and the values of x and y only, then the z coordinate in the three-dimensional coordinate system is 0. Now, let's take another point. If the P lies in the xz plane, if the P lies in the xz plane, that shaded area, so the value of x is 3 and y is also 3, z is also 3. Now what about the y coordinate? Y coordinate is obviously 0. Now the next is if P lies in the yz plane. And what about this shaded area is the yz plane and the points of y is 3 and z is also 3. Now what about the x plane? X coordinate is also 0. So we repeat that P lies in the xy plane, then z equal to 0. If P lies in the xz plane, then y equal to 0. And if P lies in the yz plane, then x is equal to also 0. Now let's take in another point that P lies on the y-axis. If P lies on the y-axis, then x is equal to 0 and z is equal to 0. Okay, there is only the point of the 3. Now, if P lies on the z-axis, then our x is equal to 0 and y is equal to also 0. Okay. Now, if P lies on the x-axis, then the value of z and y are equal to zeros. Now, if P lies on the origin, nothing but origin. If P lies on the origin, then the values of x, y and z, they three are the zeros. Okay.